Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Money extracted as a penalty. An expression of agreement normally occurring at the beginning of a sentence. Issue a ticket or a fine to as a penalty. I was fined for parking on the wrong side of the street. In a delicate manner. Finely shaped features. Being satisfactory or in satisfactory condition. Everything's fine. Characterized by elegance or refinement or accomplishment. Fine wine. Free from impurities, having a high or specified degree of purity. Gold 21 carats fine. Minutely precise, especially in differences in meaning. A fine distinction. Of textures that are smooth to the touch or substances consisting of relatively small particles. Wood with a fine grain. Thin in thickness or diameter. A fine film of oil. Money extracted as a penalty. Money extracted as a penalty. Deprive of by deceit. Impose a fine on. In a satisfactory or adequate manner. Held up all right under pressure. An expression of agreement normally occurring at the beginning of a sentence. Being satisfactory or in satisfactory condition. The passengers were shaken up but are all right. Without doubt, used to reinforce an assertion. It's expensive all right. In a satisfactory or adequate manner. An expression of agreement normally occurring at the beginning of a sentence. Without doubt, used to reinforce an assertion. Non-standard usage. An endorsement. A state in south-central United States. An expression of agreement normally occurring at the beginning of a sentence. Being satisfactory or in satisfactory condition. Things are okay. Quite well. An expression of agreement normally occurring at the beginning of a sentence. A label written or printed on paper, cardboard, or plastic that is attached to something to indicate its owner, nature, price, etc. The appropriate or desirable thing. This car could be just the ticket for a small family. A list of candidates nominated by a political party to run for election to public offices. Issue a ticket or a fine to as a penalty. Move your car or else you will be ticketed. A commercial document showing that the holder is entitled to something, as to ride on public transportation or to enter a public entertainment. A summons issued to an offender, especially to someone who violates a traffic regulation. Provide with a ticket for passage or admission. In a delicate manner. In a delicate manner. In a delicate manner. Finely shaped features. In tiny pieces. The surfaces were finely granular. In an elegant manner. Finely costumed actors. Great coolness and composure under strain. Keep your cool. Marked by calm self-control, especially in trying circumstances, unemotional. Play it cool. Make cool or cooler. Lose heat. The air cooled considerably after the thunderstorm. Lose intensity. His enthusiasm cooled considerably. Being satisfactory or in satisfactory condition. Fashionable and attractive at the time, often skilled or socially adept. He's a cool dude. Inducing the impression of coolness, used especially of greens and blues and violets when referring to color. Cool greens and blues and violets. Neither warm nor very cold, giving relief from heat. A cool autumn day. Psychologically cool and unenthusiastic, unfriendly or unresponsive or showing dislike. Relations were cool and polite. The quality of being at a refreshingly low temperature. The cool of early morning. Used of a quantity or amount, especially of money, for emphasis. A cool $1,000,000. Being satisfactory or in satisfactory condition. In a satisfactory or adequate manner. Give sanction to. An endorsement. Being satisfactory or in satisfactory condition. In a satisfactory or adequate manner. She'll do okay on her own. Give sanction to. An endorsement. Being satisfactory or in satisfactory condition. Things are okay. Meeting requirements. The step makes a satisfactory seat. Giving satisfaction. Satisfactory living conditions. Suggesting taste, ease, and wealth. Displaying effortless beauty and simplicity in movement or execution. An elegant dancer. Refined and tasteful in appearance or behavior or style. Elegant handwriting. Without qualification. Used informally as, often pejorative, intensifiers. Pure folly. In a state of sexual virginity. Pure and vestal modesty. Of color, being chromatically pure, not diluted with white or gray or black. Concerned with theory and data rather than practice, opposed to applied. Pure science. Free from discordant qualities. Free of extraneous elements of any kind. Pure air and water. Used of persons or behaviors, having no faults, sinless. I felt pure and sweet as a new baby. Of ideas, images, representations, expressions, characterized by perfect conformity to fact or truth, strictly correct. A precise image. Sharply exact or accurate or delimited. A precise mind. Not large but sufficient in size or amount. Helped in my own small way. Lowercase. Small a. Relatively moderate, limited, or small. A small business. Low or inferior in station or quality. Small beginnings. Of children and animals, young, immature. Small children. Of a voice, faint. A still small voice. Made to seem smaller or less, especially in worth. Her comments made me feel small. Limited or below average in number or quantity or magnitude or extent. A small car. A garment size for a small person. Have fine or very small constituent particles. A small misty rain. Slight or limited, especially in degree or intensity or scope. A series of death struggles with small time in between. The slender part of the back. On a small scale. Think small. Consisting of fine particles. Excessively delicate or refined. Of extremely fine size or texture. Superfine sugar. Used especially of merchandise, very fine in quality. Made of superfine Flemish cloth. Very drunk. Of textiles. Smooth percale with a very tight weave. Used of persons or behavior, characterized by or indicative of lack of generosity. Demanding strict attention to rules and procedures. Tight security. In an attentive manner. Pressed tightly together. Firmly or closely. Held tight. Pulled or drawn tight. A tight drumhead. Exasperatingly difficult to handle or circumvent. A good man to have on your side in a tight situation. Of a contest or contestants, evenly matched. A tight game. Affected by scarcity and expensive to borrow. Tight money. Closely constrained or constricted or constricting. Tight skirts. Of such close construction as to be impermeable. A tight roof. Packed closely together. They stood in a tight little group. Securely or solidly fixed in place, rigid. The bolts are tight. Set so close together as to be invulnerable to penetration. In tight formation. Cease to operate or cause to cease operating. The owners decided to move and to close the factory. Come to a close. The concert closed with a nocturne by Chopin. Not far distant in time or space or degree or circumstances. She was close to tears. Of textiles. A close weave. Marked by fidelity to an original. A close translation. Fill or stop up. Can you close the cracks with caulking? Inclined to secrecy or reticence about divulging information. Although they knew her whereabouts, her friends kept close about it. Near in time or place or relationship. The bullet didn't come close. Move so that an opening or passage is obstructed. Make shut. In an attentive manner. He remained close on his guard. Lacking fresh air. The dreadfully close atmosphere. The last section of a communication. The temporal end, the concluding time. They were playing better at the close of the season. Come together, as if in an embrace. Her arms closed around her long-lost relative. The concluding part of any performance. Become closed. The windows closed with a loud bang. Crowded. Close quarters. Unite or bring into contact or bring together the edges of. Close the circuit. Giving or spending with reluctance. Very close, or near, with his money. Of a contest or contestants, evenly matched. A close contest. Fitting closely but comfortably. A close fit. At or within a short distance in space or time or having elements near each other. Close to noon. Bar access to. Due to the accident, the road had to be closed for several hours. Be priced or listed when trading stops. The stock market closed high this Friday. Bring together all the elements or parts of. Management closed ranks. Cause a window or an application to disappear on a computer desktop. Change one's body stance so that the forward shoulder and foot are closer to the intended point of impact. Close in relevance or relationship. A close family. Complete a business deal, negotiation, or an agreement. We closed on the house on Friday. Confined to specific persons. A close secret. Draw near. The probe closed with the space station. Engage at close quarters. Close with the enemy. Finish a game in baseball by protecting a lead. The relief pitcher closed with 2 runs in the second inning. Finish or terminate, meetings, speeches, etc. The meeting was closed with a charge by the chairman of the board. Rigorously attentive, strict and thorough. Close supervision. Strictly confined or guarded. Kept under close custody. Used of hair or haircuts. A close military haircut. Dense or compact in structure or texture, as a wood composed of small diameter cells. Close-grained birch. As fine and powdery as dust. Dense or compact in structure or texture, as a wood composed of small diameter cells. Fine-grained rock. Consisting of fine particles. Resembling flour in fine powdery texture. A floury clay. Not having granules. Clear non-granular cytoplasm. Consisting of fine particles. Powdered cellulose. Consisting of fine particles. Powdery snow. As if dulled in color with a sprinkling of powder. A powdery blue.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.